Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Merdeka Youth Forum. And this Merdeka Youth Forum is brought to you live on YouTube, brought to you live by Youth Ventures Asia. And today we have two amazing guests. So we have Jamila Syuhada and we have Yu Junhao. So we have Junhao and Jamila.
Hi,
Okay.
Hanif. Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
Awesome. So how are you guys today?
I'm feeling very great.
And how about you, Junhao?
I think this time because I just stay at home every day, because pandemic right now, yeah.
So okay, so before we actually start with our session, kan? So let's start with Jamila. Can you please introduce yourself and then tell us how did you celebrate your Merdeka during your high school
High
time?
school.
High school time, yes.
Okay. That's a very interesting question. But before that, as the Malay saying goes, tak kenal maka tak cinta, right? So I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Jamila Syuhada. I'm a final year student studying international business in MMU Melaka. I'm also very actively participate in business competitions, and my focus is on entrepreneurship, social entrepreneurs. And currently, I am the Ahli Parlimen Wanita Muda, working for the people as well, for the rakyat. And also, I'm one of the Ahli Dewan Muda Malaysia as well. So I think that's a little bit about me.
So how did you celebrate your Merdeka during high school?
How did I celebrate? Okay. Merdeka has always been my favorite festive throughout the year because I'm a very patriotic person. I love history so much to the point that every time Merdeka, it gets me so emotional to tell my friends about like the history, right? Because we know that during high school, where some people are so lazy to read the history textbook, right? So I'll be the one who moderate the story to them. Like I'll ask my friends to gather around because I was in boarding school, a girls boarding school before. So I'll ask my friend to gather around my katil, and then I'll tell the story about our pejuang Merdeka before back then. And back then, my idola was Tun Abdul Razak. So I really love to tell his contribution to Malaysia about the EB and so on and so forth. And that was like, I think, a very historical moment of me during high school because I really love to tell sejarah lah to my friends. So
Awesome.
that's how I like to celebrate.
You answer like a politician lah, Jamila. Memang macam
Really?
biasa bersemangat dengar. Junhao, okay, sorry, Junhao, can you please introduce yourself? Tell us lah, how did you celebrate Merdeka during your high school time?
Okay, sure. Thanks, Hanif. So hi everyone, my name is Yu Junho. So I'm currently studying Environmental Science and Technology at UC Malaysia. So I'm more to like Environmental Science and Technology. And then I'm currently also the founder of Greenbox. Actually, I started this, I think this year, March 2021. And then with all my friends to started my own company. And then we joined the magic competition. And then I know Hanif from that competition. And then for me, I'm personally quite active at the youth empowerment, sustainment movement, and then the social enterprise. These three pillars are. That's why I started a social enterprise called Greenbox. So and then during this year, right, I joined a few leadership roles, especially in the IQ Malaysia. I'm also the externalized officer at there. So that organization to help the students empower leaders entrepreneurship in their role. And then I'm also currently joining one internship in the companies called Cultivating. Yeah, this is operation intern. And then I'm also joining a few, and yeah, I just finished my business leadership influencer from the Isaac in Malaysia. Yeah, this is I'm holding a few roles, right?
So how did you celebrate your Merdeka during your high school time?
I think I was just like a normal person because previously not quite because during my high school, right? Actually, I'm just a normal boy in high school, but just turning around during my form 6 and then university, and just turning around at that. I was like, yeah.
So I mean, you started picking up, being active when you are form 6, and then after that, you started being more active lah. So this is very interesting because back then, I believe you guys also dah go through that macam the physical year of university where you actually go to clubs and societies kan, pergi orientation, jumpa kawan, but you guys are very fortunate sebab you guys also go through this virtual era in where gone are the days where kalau nak buat bootcamp kena panggil semua orang dekat satu tempat ramai-ramai. So I'm just going to throw a question here. Wanted to understand lah. How do you guys cultivate your leadership skills during this pandemic? Maybe you can start with Jamila.
Okay. How do I cultivate my leadership skills during pandemic? All right. I think I'm not just going to focus on leadership skills. I'm going to focus on other skills as well. Because I think a lot of, I'm so sorry. A lot of other skills like organization skills, time management skills are also very important. And I think it's on demand, especially on corporate jobs. So how do I cultivate these skills is because right now during pandemic, everything is online, right? Everything is like no barrier. We can literally join event from other countries, like with no barriers. It's just you need to have internet connection. That's all. So there are basically like tons, hundreds, or even thousands of events that we as youth we can join. And like me myself, what I usually do, I am not really active on internal events like my university event. I'm not really active, but I got some invitations sometimes. But I'm more focused on external event. So there are a few, I think, sources that you can find this event. For example, like the government itself. Why do I mention the government? Because I think youth, out of all generation, especially youth, we don't know that government actually provides this kind of initiatives to the young people. For example, like last time, I think last week, I just finished joining a convention Pemimpin Muda 2021 organized by Kementerian Pembangunan Wanita dan Keluarga dan Masyarakat. So that the platform is actually where youth are gathered for us to raise our voice, to give opinion regarding the political landscape right now. So I think that's a very significant platform for the youth to join, but a lot of people don't know that. So,
dapat kat mana Jamila all this program? I mean, ada the specific Instagram ke?
I was just about to go there.
Nak masuk dah. Okay.
So how do you get these things actually? First is you have to follow their Instagram page, because their Instagram page, social media page, even LinkedIn also, those are the platforms where those opportunities will just like freely come through your newsfeed every day. Because I see a lot of opportunities on LinkedIn especially. You know, and sometimes I wish I could just like split myself into two, because I wanted to join all of these, but I don't have all the time in the world, right? So my point is there's a lot of opportunities, and one of it from the government itself. Second, from the organization like Magic, right? Magic, they offer a lot of programs for entrepreneurship. So if you don't follow Magic's Instagram, how are you going to know what they are offering, right? If you don't follow Youth Venture, how are you going to know like what are you're offering? And one of the other platform, I think it's Monster Asia, also something like Youth Venture. They also provide these kind of opportunities for the youth. And these opportunities is actually those events, those competition that can cultivate these skills during this pandemic. And as youth, we just have to take that opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you, Jamila. I think that is very insightful. So I think Jamila have said enough on the macam leadership ataupun as you said lah, macam character building punya programs ni. And Junhao, I saw that you always go on interns. Kaudim is just like a 3-week or 4-week intern, if I'm not mistaken. Is it?
Actually, it's a 3-month internship.
3 months intern. Oh, okay. So I saw that you go find internship. I saw that you join entrepreneurship program, and you yourself are building your own brand. So how did you discover Magic new program? How did your lecturer tell you about the program?
Actually, I want to share something, right? Actually, I just found out this started during pandemic. Before pandemic, actually, I'm very kind of people focus on university program. I didn't join outside one. Maybe different with Jamila. Yeah. So first 2 years I focus on university program. That's why at first still I don't know venture.
What programs are you in your university?
In my university, I usually join like helping university management one, like maybe MBB something like that. Yeah.
Understood. And then moving on, what happened? How did Greenbox came out?
Actually, very interesting story here, because when I started of pandemic right now, right? I think last year March 2020, and then I realized that a lot of pastel derivatives have a lot of plastic problem, right? And then this sparked out my interest on the packaging to solve the issue. So and then like I used the 1 year to join external program, and then to build up my own skills, leaderships, everything skills, and then I build my own stuff today. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is very interesting. So you are more structured lah, very strategic. Build myself first, and then you bring yourself higher.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
this leads to a very interesting question lah, which is Jamila, you dominantly playing in the political punya programs, political punya field, and Junhao, we are dominantly on the entrepreneurial punya and venture building punya program. So I just want to understand kan, how do you actually gain trust of people yang to actually choose you to be part of the program? I believe to be ahli Parlimen Wanita Muda. It's not a simple process. I believe macam ada multiple interviews kan. So macam mana sebenarnya kita nak dapatkan kepercayaan orang lain untuk memilih kita to join the program?
I think Anif, I'd like to tell you a little bit story about my background. I started with entrepreneurship first before I joined the politics. So I think that's basically like help a little bit on me building my network. Because previously I joined a lot of international business competition. I won that competition. I think I met you more than 4 times, right?
Yeah.
Prize for I think one of the
Alibaba,
magic startup competition, right?
Yeah.
So yes, that is first how I built my skill, the leadership skills, the communication skills. So when you have all of those skills from your experience, it actually helps you a lot to represent yourself in front of other people. Like for me, in front of the political people, we don't have a lot of youth join this kind of program. So when I was applying for the Parlimen Wanita Muda, I actually used the resume from my entrepreneurship background. Meaning all those my business competitions, all those skills that I have, from that skills, those people can put trust on me to bring the youth voice. Me as ahli Dewan Muda Malaysia, I was elected to be one of the Minister for Entrepreneurship and Commerce. So we are planning to build a policy for this entrepreneurships in Malaysia. So that's how it relates to my area lah. But then my point is, if once you start to build your skills, and then not only you build your skills, you build your net worth, right? So I think it's very important for us to keep that trust. So I think that's one of the ways for me to actually gain the trust and get more significant decision-making opportunity from my past experience. So I think it is very important for the youth to start to take opportunity right now, because it will never be too late to join any event, to join any competition, because all of those stuffs are very valuable, because those are experience that people will look for when you're applying for jobs. Doesn't matter whether it comes from the political area or entrepreneurship area, but those skills are very important. So that's how you gain trust from people.
So how about you, Junhao? Both of you are in a different situation in the sense of Jamila, you are pushing for policy, and Junhao, you are pushing for profit plus impact, right? But equally hard, both of you guys still need to gain trust from people. So how about you? I always saw you promoting your startup, and currently next week you're going to start crowdfunding, right? With University Startup Challenge. So how do you try to gain trust from other people to support your startup?
So I would say the 2 key points very important. The time and the result means that you need to show to people the work you've done before, so they will gain the trust from you. And the time within your organization, maybe they will see the strength bond within your organization, like your members with you, how the trust between you guys, and then they will trust to you. Yeah, this is I would say.
So can you elaborate on the time part? So how long do you think that a person can be considered as trustworthy? Or what's your thought on that?
So if time, right, I would say it depends. For me, I would say I need to go through with one project first to see how the person be.
Understood. Before we move on to the next question, we actually have a trivia question. So can we have our team to share the trivia question? So the question is, how many times did Tunku Abdul Rahman shouted a phrase Merdeka on the 31st of August? So is it A, 3 times? Yeah, okay. Oh.
Come on.
Jamila dah straight away go 7. So okay, betul jawapan dia. The answer is 7 times. Actually betul lah Jamila. I actually need to tell people the rule first, and then baru pergi. Tapi tak apa,
I was very excited.
So 7. So you are the second person that answered this question correctly, but you are the first person within this room lah. Do you guys know actually why he shouted 7 times?
I think I read about it before, but I think it more relates to the Islamic point of view, because 7 is like our We have 7 petala langit and so on, right? So something like
What?
that lah. Is it
Faham,
true?
faham, faham.
Uh,
I actually don't know. I asked
you
the
actually don't
question with
know.
full
Oh.
of confidence, hoping
Ah,
that you guys say don't know, then I'm gonna scam you guys. Tapi Jamila, okay, you give me the right answer. Thank you, Jamila. Okay, so can we move on? So moving on, I actually love seeing you guys lah sebab you guys join some of your Ventures Me program. And I personally saw your growth lah, Junhao and Jamila, because I followed you, Junhao, on your LinkedIn. Saw you daily posting about your startup, even when tak start crowdfunding pun dia dah crowdfund dulu dah kan. And you
Thanks.
recently successfully crowdfunded for a project. Am I correct?
Yes, we crowdfund 700 plus.
For what project?
Actually, we started a community project called Greenbox, just to help the farmers to transform the waste to the paper. So yeah, because we're starting to pioneer our start idea into project first.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Congratulations on that. So,
Junhao, if you need a volunteer, you can always ask for me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so basically I want to ask kan Junhao and Jamila, but let's start with Junhao lah sebab dia baru hari tu buat crowdfunding. What drives you? Why do you do this? Kenapa nak buat for impact? I mean, why not just graduate from university, lepas tu pergi kerja and have a happy life? Why do you need to go through all of this?
Actually, previously I think of something like you do normal people, right? But right now I'm thinking more to like I want to do something impact, like when I leave something, so the impact still there to the people and then to the community.
So what's your personal dream? How do you see yourself in 10 years?
I would say in 10 years I'll become a social entrepreneur and then help people. So the vision to myself, I want to become a person can influence people to join under protection area, because I want to bring more jobs into these areas.
So for Greenbox, what's your personal mission on that?
So for Greenbox, our vision, right, we're going to provide a sustainable box for everyone. Means that right now we found that most SME, they don't want to choose sustainable packaging is because of price and the material. So right now we want to provide affordable and then sustainable to everyone.
Oh, that's
This is our
crazy.
vision.
I mean that's a big vision. Because packaging kan. And
Yeah.
Jamila, why I pick you last to answer this question kan? Because currently you are volunteering kan? So,
Yes, I'm
again,
I'm
soalan
in
yang
a
sama.
volunteer program.
Kenapa, why do you want to waste your time do all this? Why not just graduate and then pergi kerja Petronas ke apa benda? So what drives you?
What drives me is actually I cannot live knowing that people are suffering. That is just me. I think that's just my personality. Like ever since I was a kid, I cannot see people susah, And when Yan, because I'm currently in Yan, helping people sebab hari tu kan banjir, right? So we need to give out some help to these people cleaning their houses. So my intention is the same why I joined the Parlimen Wanita Muda at the first place, because my focus, let me tell you, is more to women youth empowerment. But why do I join this volunteer program? Because I just want to give something back, because I know that I have the potential, and I need to use my energy, everything that I have right now, just to give back to the people. Because if not, siapa lagi nak buat, And we do not see a lot of youth joining this kind of program. But then, if they do, they do it like there's no tomorrow, Meaning they do it very spiritually, very semangat, all those stuff, and it drives me more, because seeing those people, and I say to myself, why can't I do that? Why can't I help people as well? So that is something that drives me to help the people. And I forgot to mention that why my focus on the women empowerment and youth empowerment, because I care for my future daughters and granddaughters, if I have son, so I care for the future generation. So I would like to change something, because we all now, me, Junhao, we are the change makers. So we really have to work on it, no matter consume a lot of our times, no matter like we don't really have time to study more. It's okay, because the most important thing is the intention, the skills that you build, the experience that you've got from that particular program. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Understood. I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's good seeing you guys do what you guys do because
Mm-mm.
right now, if you look at the current situation, right, it's Merdeka and
Mm-hmm.
tapi pandemic kan, so susah sikit nak
Yes.
menyemarakkan
Mm-mm.
semangat kemerdekaan to people, especially during this pandemic. And it's good that we actually have passionate young people, and I honestly hope that you guys continuously macam burn that passion, keep that passion alive, because I think yang apa yang tak ada kat negara kita sekarang ni is passion je. We don't have
True.
passion towards the country kan. We so too many negativity. But I just want to ask like one final question before we part. The question is actually I gave you 3 questions yang directly. Sebenarnya ada
Mm-hmm.
soalan keempat. Soalan keempat tu actually the tajuk. Perasan tak kita tak sentuh pun tajuk daripada awal tadi.
Merdeka Youth, is it?
No, the tajuk for this
The
specific
Can the
session.
Young Lead?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
So
Mm.
Junhao, can the young actually lead? So what's your thought on that?
Actually, I would say yes. Can the young people can lead because most of the generation they are youth in the nation today, right? So I would say as a young leader, right? Because you can see in one organization, most of people they are represented by young people, and actually we can lead and then we can voice out our ideals and then to the people. So.
How about you, Jamila? What's your thought on having young people leading this country?
Of course, based on my fight just now, I mentioned youth empowerment. Of course, I think the young can lead and the young must lead because right now we don't see a lot of opportunities from the government itself. They don't really give opportunity for the young to lead, right? So that's the thing. But then we don't know that I have 221 other perwakilan Parlimen Wanita Muda that is very, very talented, very enthusiastic, their passion to lead the country. So I think the young can lead, but then we don't really have this opportunity to really lead in terms of the government now, because I'm talking about the political landscape right now. But then what we can do right now is to find the right platform. Like what I can see from the NGOs itself, they build a lot of initiatives to help these young people to understand more about political landscape, to understand more about policy making, so that we get the knowledge and then we can to use that if we get the opportunity to lead someday. So the young obviously can lead and must lead. Yeah.
So just to add on a bit on that, even in this pandemic situation,
Mm-hmm.
macam the economy is shifting, people are losing jobs kan. And then I mean you guys are stuck doing whatever you guys can do, and then I believe that tahun lepas mesti banyak gila plan korang got halted kan. Even this pandemic we've changed prime ministers multiple times kan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean I don't see it affecting you guys in a sense of semangat to contribute to the country. I don't see that. But do you think it is affecting your friends in wanting to be like you guys? What are your thoughts on that?
I think it varies based on our group of friends. Like me, I have like a lot of political friends. So actually those changes in the government just it drives us more passionate towards this area, because we feel like we need to do something in order to change it. Because
You
if
guys
we
are
don't
actually
do
waiting for the right time.
yes, but I don't know
Faham.
how about Jinho. What about you?
So how about you, Junho? How do you see this current situation affecting your friends?
So actually, I would say I have two opposite different insights from that. I would say some people they maybe have a mental problems from that because right now pandemic, right, we cannot voice out our idea to people and then we cannot meet each other. So this one become a barrier between each others. We cannot not others people feelings also. So yeah, I think this is the bad side from it. And then if a positive side, right, it's like we can join any program without any barriers, like Jamila said just now. Because previously I didn't join any program, but I used up this opportunity starting pandemic. I joined the program to build my network, to build my opportunities. Yeah, that's why I started.
And yes, thank you guys for spending your time with me. It was very insightful, and I actually can feel your passion from the screen tau. So just to wrap the session up, I think wanna ask like Junhao, how do you see Malaysia dalam masa 20 ke 30 tahun akan datang? So what is your ideal Malaysia?
So my idea, my aspiration, right, is like Malaysia can become more sustainable in future because right now a lot of initiatives like green initiatives started from the Magic MGTC and then from the department also. So I would say people will tend to change their lifestyle, become more sustainable. So this is what we Greenbox vision for that also. foresee our Greenbox can be expand more because we come up in the right time and the right time.
And how about you, Jamila? Or what's your vision?
My vision is for Malaysia to give more opportunity to youth and women, because I think we are like giving us enough opportunity for us to voice out our thoughts, not just thoughts, like current problems that happening around us as the people. Because what we can see from the new cabinet as well is this, it's always been the same people that climbs on top of the mountain. So I think they need to give more rules to the new people, because the youngsters like us, we see what's actually happening around us, like our mental health around our generations, right? So my aspiration is for Malaysia just to give more opportunity and trust for this youth to lead Malaysia someday, because I think Malaysia need to do that in order to change for a better country. Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys for the session. Any final words for youth that you guys want to give?
I think it is very important for the youth that are watching this. Please, like I said multiple times already, please grab opportunity. Every opportunity that you saw on LinkedIn, on Instagram, just go and join it, because you have nothing to lose. You just get more experience, more skills, more knowledge to be learned, and just like that, with free, because there is a lot of free opportunity out there. If you have more time, just join events, just join any competition, because you will regret it like once you're old. A lot of people saying that they wish that they get this opportunity when they was in that age. I think I remember this one Malay quote that I keep until today, which is orang yang rugi adalah orang yang tidak mengambil peluang.
Thank you,
My
Jamila.
last word.
Junhao, you have any last word?
So my last word would be like, just go out your boundaries wherever you go, right? Because right now it's the right time for you to build out your networks, build out your skills and everything. And then from that, you'll find out your patience. I would say this pandemic time actually changed a lot of people's life, right? I would say it changed my life also. I would say this is how I would say turn around
Yes.
within me. I would say, yeah. So just grab anything, any opportunity within yourself, and then can go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully, we can have a same session with you guys in the same forum session tahun depan, because I would love to see how you guys progress. And please keep up your passion, keep it flaring. Please spread positivity, and thank you for what you guys have done. You guys really have sebanyak mengubah lah kawan-kawan korang yang sekeliling korang kan, to be join more programs and whatnot. So thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Jamila. Thank you,
Thank you,
Junhao.
Hanif.
So
Thank you.
we're gonna have a next session after this at 3 p.m. with two speakers. We have Ashur Anwar from My Inovasi, and we will have Harith from the Green Factory. So hopefully we can ask you guys for your help to promote to your friends.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sure.
Bye. See you guys. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much.